All right, let's jump to it. Let's jump to the first article that I want to talk about, managing up, because it's very important. And I talk about this quite often. And I think you guys should learn how to do such a thing if you don't know how to do it at all, right? Learn how to do it if you don't know how to do it at all. Managing up in a recession is very, very important, okay? So how to manage your boss and protect your career in a recession. I had an opportunity to talk to a good brother of mine last Sunday, and he was talking to a member of his team, and they were talking about him being new to the organization and how he's getting some of the most complex projects. He's like, the young lady said, how are you getting all these tough assignments and things like that? I've been asking for a promotion for the last 11 years and they just won't promote me. Long story short, he started asking her questions. How long you've been in the company and so forth. She's been in that role for 11 years, guys. And she's literally said this to him, that she takes on the easy assignments and she doesn't manage her boss, hasn't talked to her in over a month and a half, but she's expecting a promotion. I'm hoping that is not any of you. If you guys are sitting in the back of the class, you're sitting in the back of the class, not raising your hand, not doing work, taking on easy assignments, quiet quitting, right? You've been probably quiet fired. And if you are that person thinking that you're going to get promoted, you really are absolutely I don't want to use a bad word, but you are clueless. You are absolutely clueless. Why would somebody promote you if you're sitting in the back of the class? Why would somebody give you opportunities if you're sitting in the back of the class choosing to do easy assignments on a team? Why? Because you've been there for 11 years? Because you've been there for 11 years. If that is you, I don't care if you've been there for 3 years and you're sitting in the back of the class doing coasting and thinking that you deserve a promotion, you are sadly mistaken. Somebody has told you a lie. That is not going to allow for you to get promoted. Okay? That is not going to allow for you to get promoted. So I asked my big brother, I'm like, hey man, did you say something to her about why she's not getting promoted? Do you give her any game or something like that? He was like, no, I didn't, because she basically said to me that she told the manager too that, eventually she's going to leave the workforce to become a full-time teacher. I'm like, but yeah, she's telling you that she wants to be promoted. And he's like, yeah, she's saying that she wants to be promoted and she doesn't know why she hasn't got promoted and she's been in for 11 years. And yet she takes the easy assignments. I'm like, this lady is absolutely clueless. And I'm hoping that's not many of you guys. I'm really hoping that's not many of you guys in the workforce. But to get promoted or to protect yourself from getting canned in a recession, you have to manage your boss. Okay? You have to manage your boss. Let's get to this article. Okay? The thought of managing your boss might sound like a daunting task, but behavior experts suggest that managing up can protect your career in a recession. And what is managing up? You guys are probably asking. Well, managing up is to make sure that your boss, your leader, your manager, whatever you want to call it, understands what are you contributing to the team? What are you doing? What are your needs? Where are you wanting to go in your career? And I think about the people who do this very successfully. They do it very successfully in their own house. They are leaders. They know how to get things done. People who do not know how to manage up, they leave it to other people to get things done because they don't take accountability. They don't know how to lead. Okay? They don't know how to lead. So this lady that my big brother was telling me about, she's sitting in the back of the class, not taking the responsibility for her career or accountability for her career and saying, I'm expecting for people to promote me because I've been here for a long time. That's not managing up. Managing up, again, is informing your managers or leaders of what you do, how you contribute often so that they know the value that you bring to the team. Therefore, that's going to keep your name in their mouth. They know exactly what you're doing. You keep them up to date. You have scheduled one-on-ones with them. You guys talk about what you have going on. What are the things that you're performing? What are the things that you're not performing? How are you having success? And you brag about yourself and you consistently give them nuggets of the things that you have going on, so that when a recession comes and they like, okay, well, top down comes down and says, hey, we got to get rid of 2 people out of the organization. We got to get rid of 2 people out of the organization. Are they going to get rid of the person that says they're crushing it? Or are they going to get rid of the person that is contributing a hell of a lot to the team? Or are they going to get rid of the person that is sitting in the back, not raising a hand? Or if they do raise a hand, they take on the most difficult jobs or the most easy jobs, right? They're probably going to get rid of the latter. The person that's sitting in the back of the class, raising a hand, is probably taking on the task, not informing their manager or anybody else in the organization what they're doing. The quiet quitters, they're going to get rid of those people, okay? Managing up, again, is making sure that your manager understands what you are doing, how you are performing, and you having the control of making sure they know everything that you have going on, okay? So the definition of the phrase vary, but it's really about managing the relationship that you have with your boss, according to Andy Malinsky, a professional of organizational behavior at Brandeis International Business School. And he thinks the idea of managing your boss almost feels shocking for a lot of people. And maybe for many of you guys, it does feel shocking. But I can tell you this, I've been promoted a number of times. And the only way that I get promoted is by managing up. I can tell you like that. That's part of my promotion process, is managing up, consistently bragging about myself, telling my story, asking for more, and managing the expectations with my leaders, okay? A definition is, it is having a successful relationship with your boss in a sense that you are able to get along with your boss, but also that your boss respects your skills and the value that you can add to the organization. That's what managing up means. It's doing your best to cultivate that relationship and the impression that your boss has for you, okay? Guys, if you do this, you will save yourself from being laid off in a time of a recession. You will save yourself from getting put on a PIP. You will save yourself from the headache of not getting a 2% annual increase, because you're going to get all those things, right? All those things are going to happen for you if you manage up. You're going to stay at the company longer. You're going to make more money. You're going to get promoted. You're going to get larger annual increases because you are building that relationship with your manager so that they understand the skill and the value that you bring towards the team as well as the organization, okay? And managing up is also a form of informal leadership, okay? It's a form of informal leadership. And it's a way that managers look at the individuals who are able to do it as emerging leaders, okay? So if you're managing up and you have a great relationship with your boss, your leader, whatever it is, you're seen as a leader. You're seen as a person that is promotable. You're seen as an emerging leader, somebody who can get to the next level or want to get to the next level. And some people think about managing up as being a yes man, but it's absolutely not. It's you being an advocate for your own career, giving honest and constructive feedback to your boss about how successful you are. And I tell people to do this. First thing that you can do if you get into an organization is to set up a one-on-one with your manager. Understand what it is that you are going to be, you understand what your responsibilities are, first of all, and make sure you and your manager are completely in line with what that is, even to a point where you need to make it objective so that you guys can measure that. And in any of your one-on-ones every single week, go to your manager or leader and share what it is that you are doing to achieve that success, how you're meeting those metrics. That's managing up. Any other challenges that you may have, you bring them up in that meeting so that they are completely aware of any roadblocks that they can help you with or where you're going on a weekly basis in the organization, which in turns demonstrates to them that you have skills and you're very valuable towards the organization, okay? One of the things that you want to do that this article also talks about is making sure that you understand the communication style of your leader. Okay. Some leaders prefer more written communication style. Some people prefer a direct communication style, a loose communication style. But when you're in one-on-ones, you would understand what that is that your manager is expecting of you, right? So when I have conversations with my leaders, one of the things that I talk about is, and what I ask is, how do you prefer for me to communicate with you? Do I just pick up the phone? Do you want it in a text? Do you want it in an email at the end of the week? Whatever it is. The majority of my managers say, Antoine, let's just talk about it in our one-on-one. Let's talk about whatever you want to discuss in our one-on-one. And if there's something that you need to tell me that's critical, pick up the phone and call me. People want to hear any sort of news, whether it's good news or bad news, over the phone, guys. They want to hear it over the phone, not on the Teams. You can send them an email so that they have a trail of it sometimes, but they want to hear first news out of your mouth. Okay. So learning the communication style of your manager is very important as well, too. Okay. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, because if you don't manage up, you're going to be at risk of being laid off in a recession. If you're sitting in the back of the class with your hand down and you're just looking at everybody else, and your manager doesn't know what you're doing from week to week or month to month, and you're not showing that you're valuable, you're going to be probably one of the ones that are going to be laid off in this economic recession. Okay. And I don't want that to be you. So if you need help, you need to build your confidence in order for you to have some of these difficult conversations, guys, book a coaching session with me, www.bokheights.com. I'll be here to help you. If you jump on the website, you'll see that the coaching prices are very, very affordable. Okay. Obviously inflation is going through the roof. I haven't decided to increase my rates at all, and I'm not planning on doing it anytime soon, because I want for you all to be winning at life as well. Okay. That's the first article I wanted to share with you guys.